So I'm just giving you guys a little. Hold on.
Are y'all wearing shoes in this shoe?
No, because we're not.
Yeah,
getting,
no, we not.
We're not getting all of
Okay,
that.
cool.
We just,
Showing myself to have hurt me. She was like, yeah, but you should probably get over that. She was like, because someone somewhere. She said probably some little girl is waiting.
Damn, bitch, you bad as fuck.
Right.
the best these things. I'm trying to put that on my video.
Thank you.
So how we gonna sit on the couch?
I just don't. So why is she everybody idol? I mean, I understand how
She's
things
so
have-
amazingly talented.
Yes,
And
performance
that bitch
wise
is a
and as an
performer.
artist.
Yeah.
Yes, she is.
Yes, but I don't know who the fuck Beyonce is. Like, I'm just gonna keep.
Yeah,
going.
we know Sasha Fierce, we don't know Beyonce.
I don't know who Beyonce is. Like,
Yeah.
how about these fans?
That's true. Hello, girlfriends, and welcome to the first episode of the Girlfriends Podcast. I am Aiah. I'm Javada.
I'm Tay Tay.
And I'm Najwa.
And we're just here to give you the real, give you our insight on different topics ranging from sex, relationships, religion, what's going on in the world. And so to give you a little rundown on myself, I am 25 years old. I have my master's, but I ain't really happy where I'm at right now in terms of work. I feel like a high schooler could have my job, but that's another topic. Just know that I'm here and I'm excited to give you my insights, and I'm excited for you to sit in on what we girls talk about on a day-to-day basis.
Okay, well, I'm Javada again. I'm a 25-year-old Virgo from Jacksonville, North Carolina. I really do like long walks on the beach. I'm just an all-encompassed good time, ready to just make you feel all my sunshiny, positive vibes.
Yes. All right.
Like the bombs.
Hello. I am Taylor or Tay Tay. I am 25 years old as well. I am a Scorpio, like a steam. I'm working on my master's currently, and I'm not working, and life is just great not working.
Right?
Feel that.
Well, I'm not also fabulous. No, I'm just playing. But I'm Najwa. Like I said before, I'm 25. I'm a Sagittarius. We like to dance, whatever. I have my bachelor's degree. Don't hate. I have my bachelor's degree. I'm certified, and right now I'm working on getting my teaching degree or whatever. So right now I'm teaching, and then I'm getting like more on that. So like right now I'm not in my field.
But what do you really want to do?
I want to be in the healthcare field, but right now I'm in teaching.
Okay.
So I got I'm battling with myself. Yeah, I'm battling with myself. But I'm enjoying life. I love to travel. I'm going somewhere soon. I'm always gone.
Yeah,
traveling. But yeah, I'm just living my best life. 2018, we here, so let's turn up.
Yes. Okay, so the first topic we are bringing to you today is beauty. As you can see, we love to beat our face.
We're beautiful.
We love to step out on the scene looking clean or whatever.
To the scenes with my city.
Yes, but we all have pet peeves when it comes to beauty.
Let's talk about it.
So, my huge pet peeve is when you look at ashy on the camera.
Ooh.
And we will put this in the group message. I'm telling you, if you take a picture and I can see your setting powder and it's like 2 to 3 shades lighter than your face, you're going in that group message and you're getting roasted.
Casper.
Yeah. So my tip for that is just try to go with a setting powder that actually fits your skin tone or your concealer. Don't go and get the banana powder knowing that you a chocolate sister. I would suggest the Sasha Buttercup.
Yes.
And then, of course, a setting spray is key because it kind of takes away the ashiness. So that's my pet peeve.
That's why you need girlfriends
Yes.
to tell you about your ghosts.
Real girlfriend.
And if any of your friends aren't telling you look dusty, they're not your friends.
They're not your friends.
We was just talking about eyebrows.
Ooh, that's Javada's. I'm telling you.
Yeah, that's the one for me.
Do we got a marker?
I just don't like how they just, you know how you draw a picture and you want to make them mad and you just go.
Yeah. Oh my
I
gosh.
can't stand that.
We don't want you to look emotional.
And then we don't want to be able to see the set line from where you started your eye, like you drew a line.
And then when they do the really poor blending, that's a problem for me too.
Yeah, where you can see the concealer. It's like blending is another thing too.
But did you even blend, sis? I need to know.
And that's so dark, lighting up on the hand. I know y'all heavy-handed, but then lighting up just a little bit. So I'm lighting up on that.
And we understand that you guys are expressing yourself. There's nothing wrong with expressing yourself and doing a little different stuff, but that's why you need girlfriends to tell you if you look crazy.
Yes, and once again, sis ain't your sis if she's not telling
Right.
you. You need to ease up on your...
Before you freeze up, girl.
Yeah.
But watch yourself.
Right.
I have another one too. What really bothers me is, especially for those of us who are, well, not us, I can't relate, but for those who don't wear makeup and, don't know a lot, please line your lips before you put on lipstick.
Ooh, yes. What do you
Because
call
I do
that?
not need you out here looking like Ronald McDonald.
Go.
No,
Okay.
no. They put a red lipstick like they do had some
It's
red
like
Kool-Aid out right
right.
now.
Like, that's really a thing.
Hot
Well, listen, I was that person, but they.
You made it.
You
taught
made
me
it.
what to do. That's why you need real friends.
Lip liner on point,
Yes.
okay?
Simple.
I just do a simple gloss.
Okay,
And
little
ain't nothing
mama.
wrong with it, the lip gloss is popping.
Hey.
Okay, I know we seem like negative Nancy's because we're hitting on pet peeves,
No.
but I think it's fair for us to now kind of like balance it out and talk about people who inspire us and what we like about them.
Oh, as far as makeup?
Makeup, career-wise, anything. I feel like we should highlight those people.
Okay.
Highlight some black excellence out here.
Someone I love, YouTuber Alyssa Forever.
Yeah, she's gorgeous
Alyssa,
too.
I tweet you all the time. You be giving me the little hearts. You be liking what I say, but I feel like I personally identify with you. You're awesome.
Yeah.
Your swag is on 100,000 trillion. You be doing it, girl.
And her photos are
Bomb.
amazing. And
What's her name?
she takes them
Alyssa
herself.
Forever.
Let's see if we can find
Yeah.
her for you.
She has a full head of natural hair. Beautiful curly
Oh my
hair.
God, I'm gonna get
She's
you.
a
I'm gonna follow
sneakerhead.
her.
She's a sneakerhead too. When she dresses up, she wears them with like skirts and like she
Mm-hmm.
does her own thing. She's in her own like lane and avenue and she's just owning it. So shout out to you, girl, for real.
600K too. Okay.
Yeah.
She got, okay, no.
Right, look good. Yes. Shout out to you, Alyssa Forever. You're awesome. You're a pure
Yes.
spirit. I enjoy
like
you.
this picture.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're about to follow up.
Yeah, go
Wasn't
ahead.
she with Brittany Sky? Were they together? Like they did a couple things together, like photo shoots.
I'm not sure. She does a couple different things. So she's got deals with Nike,
Cool.
Curls. Who else does she work with? Tarte.
Interesting.
Yeah, she's real cool. She's real different too. She's from Indiana, like Midwest. Different. Yeah.
Well, y'all know who I'm gonna say. I like
Who?
Issa. My girl
Issa
Issa.
Rae.
Yeah, I just feel
Yeah.
like she all around. She doing the thing. She making her own TV shows. I love Insecure
Yes, Miss, I'm rooting for everybody.
because
that's
you
black.
hit
Okay.
on
I love that.
you hit on points. A lot of people like the double standard. You really put that out there and like you showing it from both angles. If you take her back with the the flashbacks and then
Right.
if he's not gonna take her back, I love.
Yeah,
that.
I love
that
how
show.
she did do that little spin where it's like, okay, it's not the guy cheating. What happens when the girl cheats?
cheating.
How do you handle it? And I feel like dudes can't handle that.
They sure
They
can.
expect to be taken back every single
yeah.
time they fuck up, but when it comes to a girl fucking up, it's
Oh,
the
they're
end of the world.
They can throw it out there.
Yes,
They can't take it.
They can't catch
They
it.
can't take it.
It's that ego.
Yep,
It's that male ego.
exactly. What about you, Taylor?
I'm really feeling a lot of people, but ultimately I love SZA because she
I
scissors
knew
it
she was
up.
gonna say SZA.
She can do whatever she wants. I feel like she's my best friend. Like I have two
Yeah.
best friends that I don't really know, and that's Drake and SZA. Those two.
Yeah.
But aside of that, I love SZA, how she expresses herself. She can sing about whatever she chooses to. I know there was a lot of controversy with the song The Weeknd and how a lot of women felt like she
But
was
that's real.
presenting-
That's
It is.
empowering too.
And it
It's like,
depends on how you interpret it, She spoke on how she was speaking about the woman that is with him, like, how she feels from the 9 to 5 and the woman that's not 9 to 5. Like, it depends on which woman you think she's singing about or she's speaking to. So, I love her.
mhm.
What are you going to say?
Isn't it funny, y'all, that Taylor chose two Scorpios as her
I
favorite
mean,
people?
you gravitate to what you are,
Well,
like.
you know what's interesting though is I'm a Virgo, but I'm a Scorpio ascendant.
Yep. We're Scorpio,
I
right?
don't know all that.
We're gonna get into your birth chart, but that's for another
Okay.
episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm like a Sagittarius on some level, like, something like that. It is,
They
it's
say
like a
everyone
Sag
carries
or-
like at least 4 to 5 different signs.
Right, yeah, it's really cool.
I wonder where I get my like I'm not really mean, but that tough, that tough girl you know, I wonder what Scorpio they come from.
We're gonna get into that birth chart.
I mean,
that might
zodiac,
have to be for episode 2.
Just make sure you're ready to own your truth.
You're
'cause
ready.
It's gonna read
It will
the house
carry your
now.
party. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
And so for me, I feel like I have like people that you might not know of, like Sharamon Hunter. That's Dom Kennedy's baby mama, girlfriend. I'm not really sure if they're together or not. I think they are, but they're just super low key. I think she is dope, and like her swag is on 1000.
Okay.
Like she can dress it up, and then she can turn around and look like a tomboy the next day, and she's still killing it. Like she'd still pick up your man. And I just love that she owns her own style. She's like a mommy, but she doesn't look like a mommy. She's like probably in her mid-30s,
Okay.
but she looks like she's one of us. And then she has her own clothing line. I just aspire to have my own boutique like her. Well, beauty bar, that is. Thank you. Thank you.
I want to do everything, y'all. She got hair,
Makeup.
I'm just out here trying to make it, okay?
everything.
Yeah,
Like, she gonna make it in something because she got about 10 different things she got going on right now. She gonna make it in something.
She's multifaceted.
So yeah, I love her. And then I also love Jackie Aina. Okay,
Yes.
that's
LeBron's
the look, girl.
LeBron's
I need to get that highlighter, by the way, because it's just beautiful. And she had something that just came out called La Peach. That's beautiful. But yeah, I love Jackie because she really advocates for the brown and black girls.
Absolutely.
Like when it comes to these makeup companies, she be ready to call them out. I forgot who came out with a foundation or concealer palette recently, and they didn't even consider black girls. Like nothing they put out would have fit well on any of us. So I love that she calls each and every one of them out, and then she makes power moves, and then body's ridiculous. Like she's just goals. So those are my top 2 that I say are definitely inspirations right now because they're making power moves and they're looking good doing it.
Absolutely.
Yes. So we're gonna go on a little break real quick just to refill on wine. And when we get back, we're gonna get a little more serious and talk about Black History Month because it is February. It is. So hold tight. To growing up, like when I grew up, I thought the Pilgrims and the Indians were best friends.
Well, when I grew up, they didn't even do Black History in my elementary school.
Right.
So yeah, so I mean,
That'd be dope to talk about. I want to talk about like Black history is becoming more of history, like every month. Like
It's like the rebirth. Of like, you know.
It's on the rise. Like and certain artists or certain people in like the media that stand out to me. For example, it's like people are being black unapologetic.
Yeah.
And I'm really vibing with like, I don't know, like I know Cardi will be people like she's ignorant, but I like Cardi B because
Cardi owns herself.
she does.
Send me Juwan address to give to a Barbie.
Okay.
Like Cash Doll too, just because for me, like seeing a brown black girl being like a rapper, like normally I know there was some before like Foxy Brown and stuff like that, but you don't really see a lot of
They faded out
and people that are of lighter complexion, and I feel like I can resonate with her because of our complexion, or she's a pretty brown girl with beautiful long hair that's hers, like because people think like you're dark skinned, like your hair's not gonna grow, just a lot of stigma.
Right.
So I don't know. Like different stuff like that too.
So if you're tuning back in, if you've been listening, you can see we are now getting into Black history and Black culture. And so Taylor was talking about representation. And so she was saying people like Cash Doll, you know, that's great for her. That's inspiring for her because there's a person of color, specifically somebody who has her same skin tone, that's, you know, making moves, and she's kind of like breaking those stereotypes and barriers that they have set forth for us. So I think that's pretty dope. And she was even talking about Cardi B too.
I love Cardi. Cardi's so unapologetic herself. She's authentic.
And she make these young girls want to be themselves. Like
Right.
you don't gotta go
That's
in there and
important.
polish yourself up.
Right.
If you a little ghetto, I mean, be a little professional. But
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
training,
But still be
right.
yourself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So that's really, really good. I like that.
Exactly.
Love Cardi.
Love Cardi.
Wait, by the way, I just got my braces off, and my favorite quote.
Here we go.
My favorite quote quote. I ain't done with my teeth yet, because I still got a couple things they gonna fix up.
But
But
go ahead
got
and
a
say.
bag and fix my teeth. Hope you hoes know it ain't cheap. I don't pay my own bills yet, but one day I'm gonna get there.
One day, yes. And then also when it comes to like black representation and black culture, I saw a lot of people, like, it's kind of like a split crowd. There are people who are super excited about the movie Black Panther that I'm sure y'all heard about.
112%.
Yes, and people are like excited, they're getting dressed up.
Yeah.
And all of that good stuff. And then there's the other side, you know, the other black people who may be going to watch it, may not, but they're just like, they're doing too much. Like, what do y'all really know about black culture? Like, y'all fake woke. And to me, it's like, they're not fake woke, you're asleep. Because here's a movie that celebrates African culture, it celebrates black culture, and it's getting our people excited. It's making us proud to be black,
Right. Instead of making us feel, you know, like
feel less than, feel inferior, want to run away from African culture. And y'all got the nerve to say that they fake woke?
But I feel as if those that say that are the ones, like you said, those are the ones that are asleep or don't want to be culturally aware of who they really are, and they should be the ones going to the movie to discover more about where we're from.
It's definitely like all about BHM for me personally. So I have a niece who'll be 1 year old in a couple of weeks. So we actually went to the toy store last night looking for things for her, and I had a blast at Toys R Us.
Yes, toys everywhere, like everywhere.
But going to the section, so they have all the comic book stuff together. So you know, DC, Marvel. But to just go to the comic section and see masks and costumes and seeing children of color on the marketing, representation is so important. Like, you know, who did we have growing up? We had the Black Ranger.
Exactly, girl.
Is that it?
Look,
is that it? We have the Black Ranger.
Exactly.
Oh, and Aiah, the Yellow Ranger.
Oh,
you know,
and she wasn't even the Yellow Ranger the whole time either. So it's like
But you can't even see them, so you don't even know if they're black or white.
I think it's also dope how like the Barbie dolls that they have, like some are curvy, some are slim, some are tall. You know, because I'm tall.
We did have the Bratz dolls. You know, I had every Sasha swimsuit. Sasha just cute. All the Sasha stuff. I had the airplane, all that. So I did like that. My dad always got it.
And so it's crazy how they kind of try to downplay the movie. I mean, me and Taylor have watched the movie. We're not gonna get into it just because Naj and Javada gotta watch it before we get into it. But after I watched it, I was like, this was huge for me, and it kind of even made me emotional, just because it's like when I was a little kid in elementary school. At that time, I would find myself being ashamed of being African. And I imagine that if I had a movie like that, I'd be proud to walk in with my dashiki the next day at school, like, you know, Wakanda forever, Liberia forever, you know what I'm saying? So it's so important, and I feel like it couldn't have come at a greater time, especially when we have the president that we have, who is...
Hashtag your president.
Yes, your president, yes.
Look, your president.
I can't even say his name, like, I just say
the president.
Yeah.
So I feel like this came at a perfect time because there are little kids who are afraid that their parents could leave home and not come back because of the, you know, unjust killings that are happening every day with people of color. So
I think too, though, I'm not going to speak too much on the movie, but bringing us together. When I say us, meaning African American black people, and then Africans, because
it's always been a division.
There's always been a division, and so we need, like we need to come together, like, and I need to, like, we all need to learn about both sides, both cultures.
And that's one thing I would love for us to get deeper on, because growing up, of course, I'm American, but she's Liberian, and I really embraced that culture growing up. When
she's
a lot of
Liberian.
People, I'm basically a Liberian because I've been embracing that culture for so long, and I feel like I kind of broke that American stereotype and made it like, oh well, maybe all Americans don't think like that, because I love Africans.
She loves
the food,
everything.
The clothes, wedding, cookout. They drink at every event. I'm talking about they drink at the baby showers. They drinking at graduation story.
It is. I'm telling you, like, the African cookout is the cookout you need. It's the ultimate black cookout for everybody.
It's a 3-day event.
Everything.
That's right.
Okay, so the last topic of the night I feel like since we're fresh into the new year, I wanted us to kind of give an update on the goals that we set for ourselves and like if we're actually meeting these goals.
Yeah.
Are we still, on track, or have we kind of backslid and need to get back on track?
It's time to hashtag own your truth.
Own
Hey,
your
I like that.
truth. Yes, and I'm gonna own my truth. I know my girlfriend's been doing great or whatever. I'm sure you girlfriends have been doing great as well, but I have not. Like,
Ooh. Well, thank you for your honesty.
of course, like I have to. We have to hold each other accountable.
Right.
So I started like, okay, boom. I signed up for this 28-day total body transformation. And I paid for it and everything. In the first 2 weeks, I feel like I was doing good. I was tracking my meals. I was doing my workouts. And then I literally just said, I went to work one day. They didn't have what I needed to kind of fulfill my diet that day. And I was just like,
Slippery slope.
fuck it. And I just kind of went downhill from there. So I went to the gym a few times, but I'm not consistent, and I'm disappointed in myself. But the fact that I'm owning that truth lets me know that, I
You're on
can
the
get
right
back on
track.
track. Yeah.
You're on the right track by owning your truth.
So that's where I'm at right now. Hashtag failing. But
Your current situation is not your permanent situation.
Amen.
I like
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Javada,
Them
yes,
6 weeks, honey.
I know.
Life changing.
Yes, Javada's on a whole nother level, okay? Yes, Javada, tell us.
So 2018, even though it hasn't even been 2 months, has definitely been rewarding and challenging at the same time. So a little bit of backstory. So in December, I got very, very sick. I got mono. I caught it from my niece, and I literally thought I was dying.
Yes.
Like literally thought I was dying. So my doctor basically told me, you're young, you're healthy, but you have poor lifestyle choices. You're gonna need to make some changes because honestly, with mono, there's no cure or anything they give you for it. You just have to beat it. You just have to beat it. So she was like, I definitely recommend you changing your workout habits, changing your diet, basically everything. So came across this ad on Facebook for a gym that's opening up a Carrie. Shout out to you, Steve, if you watch this.
Go see. She talks so highly
I
about
love
you.
my trainer. He's phenomenal. Archetype Strength and Carrie. So I did a 6-week challenge with him where I had to change my diet and go to the gym at least 3 times a week. It was hard at first, but then it got to the point where if I would skip a day, if my schedule wouldn't allow it, I was like thinking about the gym.
You feel guilty.
I did. Or I was just like, man, I know I would feel so much better if I was pumping,
Right.
like I was pumping iron right now. So I actually had my way out for my 6 weeks today. I did not gain all the weight I wanted to. I'm trying to be thick. I did gain 5 pounds.
Yes, that's an accomplishment,
I did gain
y'all.
5 pounds, and I feel better. My butt is definitely,
Okay, boo.
Yeah.
sitting up, sitting up a little bit.
Hashtag thick.
Yes, thick. OT Genesis voice. And then my other goals that I've really had. So I recently was terminated from my job, harshly, in my opinion, but it is what it is. No sour feelings. It was my time to go.
Right.
I kind of knew I wanted to be leaving. And
So
I think
you
had
need
they
to
not
push.
pushed me out, I would have stayed there and been complacent. So going through that, and it's kind of been my goal for the beginning of the year too, is just to exist. So I don't know if you guys have read the 7 Spiritual Laws of Success. If you haven't, I definitely recommend it. You can read it in about an hour. It's a really short book.
Okay.
But the 4th law is the law of least effort. So what that says is that basically you should really just live your life not trying to meet these expectations, but just kind of go with the flow, because everything is universal energy, as in yourself, the trees, the plants, anything that happens, as well as your thoughts, which manifest themselves too. So by the saying kind of goes that with the law of least effort, since everything is universal energy and everything is connected, what's for you is already yours. It's just a matter of being prepared for it and being ready for it and just kind of existing, not having anxiety or expectations or holding on to things, and just kind of living your life freely in the plane of pure potentiality and just kind of letting things naturally manifest themselves to you.
Yes.
So that, I'm really on like a spiritual journey,
I love it.
more or less. I'm just trying to, get ready and stay ready.
Hey,
Because big things are coming
They are.
and you have to be ready to receive them, otherwise they will pass you by.
That's a word.
That's where I'm
That's
at.
a word.
That's me.
I'm glad you was
All 2018, find dirty,
Yeah.
clean.
I'm with it because like, my journey. Like, I'm on a spiritual journey as well. Like, it's about knowing yourself,
Right.
and mine more so. As far as spiritual, like, I would like to acknowledge God. Like, that's where my spiritual journey is connected to. But ultimately, like, for me, it was like knowing myself, and I still am going through that phase of learning, like,
It's important.
the trueness of who I really am, the rawness of me, and accepting those things and growing from that. And so, health-wise, I've been trying to not indulge in drinking alcohol. Honestly, it wasn't for me anyway. Just sticking to who I am. Like, things that aren't for me, why do it? Smoking, just different things that just wasn't healthy for me. So I felt the need to not continue to indulge in those things. I went on this fast. I didn't watch TV for 5 days. I didn't get on Instagram or
That's
social
so
media.
productive.
Right.
I did because I had a different focus. I don't know why I have a TV, but I just changed my
And we get
focus.
Right.
You're right. You're right.
Have
So I
something in
just
the
turned
background.
on. Yeah,
No.
I just changed my focus and what else did I delete? I tried to delete meat, but
That's hard.
I think they lasted for
Hashtag
3
protein.
and a half.
Right. You need that protein.
You're right. I was just trying to delete things that I felt that overpowered me, and I felt like I'm in control, and I needed that challenge.
Yeah.
And so that really, really helped me as a person, and just showed me that I could do things that I didn't think I could do. So,
Can I counter you?
Sure.
So, they say the idea behind fasting, and even it's, kind of like a concept too, is they say you have to sacrifice things to let new things come and manifest within your life.
Right.
So, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. No, because it's hard to make sacrifices, but, I think for me too in this plane of life, I'm learning that, you gotta sacrifice, can I cuss? You gotta sacrifice shit to get to the bigger picture.
Yes, we are.
Right.
You have to, and I'm like, it's like that meme of the little girl with God and the teddy bear. She's got the small teddy bear and she's like, but no, God, I love it. And he's holding the big fluffy one behind his back.
It's amazing.
That's a concept, right? So
It's like,
sacrifice.
and the world is full of selfishness. Like, we're all about ourselves, and we're not considering like other people. We're not considering who woke us up.
But that's how you find your unlimited wealth.
Exactly.
That's how you tap into
I
it.
like that.
I'm telling you, when it comes to religion, that's something that is universal. When it comes to religion, no matter what religion it is giving back, right? And being selfless. And that's the key. Really, that's all it is. You see people who are millionaires and they're unhappy because it's not fulfilling. Those are little hungers that you fulfilled. You may have $1 million, but that's still considered a little hunger because it'll buy you the cars, it'll buy you the clothes, it'll buy you the attention, but it won't feed that big hunger.
Right.
That hunger to help others, that hunger to feel appreciated and feel wanted and needed genuinely, not because of something that you have, but because of who you are.
The
So,
intangibles.
yes.
Look at that.
So
Well, some of my goals, I'm trying to move out of my mama house.
That no bill life.
yes,
That too, but I feel like that I love the no bills. I mean, I do gotta throw her a little bit of rent money, but it ain't done. Right?
Yeah.
But I keep getting like good news with my job. Like I got a job promotion, and then I'm about to enroll back into school to get like my credentials for teaching and stuff like that. And like I said, none of this stuff is in my field, but I feel like this stuff keep happening for a reason.
Calling.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then so it's pushing back my move date because I want to be in Raleigh. I'm sorry, by the way. I want to be in Raleigh by the summertime. Now I pushed that back to September, and I feel like it's gonna get pushed back again. But I'm trying to like build my resume up, get these little credentials, whatever, so that way I can have it on my resume when I do move. I can probably get something totally better.
Exactly.
So I don't know.
Trust the process.
Trust the
guys.
process,
I would,
really.
and I've been having like going into 2018. I had like these vibes. I was like, oh my gosh, I think something big gonna happen. I really do feel like something big is gonna happen. I just don't know.
Tell us about your fitness goals.
Okay, so I started working out. I started at 132. My goal is 142. Right now I'm 135.
Okay.
So I got a little bit of
We're on the way.
No, 136. I lied. 136. Now I push my goal to 145 because I'm a little height, but I'm just trying to, because when I first started out, I was like tone muscular because I did sport. I've been doing sports all my life. I did basketball, track, soccer, cheerleading. So I'm just trying to get my body back toned. So my trainer, he's always on me. We doing legs, you know, reps, arms, you know, just lots of stuff that's gonna tone my body up. So I'm very consistent with that. I go to the gym at the most 4 days. If I can't get 4 days a week, I will at least go 2, and that's only because I'm working. I got 2 jobs. So
she got 2 jobs.
yeah, I'm a hustler, y'all. And I do. Oh yeah, by the way, I do photography. Bookie girl.
I'm telling you, we're multifaceted out here.
Yeah, we do a lot of stuff, and it's fun. I just love my life. I don't know. I love my friends. I like y'all.
Oh, we like
I just love my life. Like, and I feel like even though we not doctors, lawyers, or where we want to be career wise, I feel like we still
we're
like
the best
in a good place.
Absolutely.
We're not doing bad, and we're not perfect either, but we're like right there. It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah.
It's all about your mindset.
Absolutely.
Like,
That's how
And I feel like
we
we're there for each other. We got each other back. So you need to set
Yes. So yes, this was the first episode of the Girlfriends Podcast, and we're so happy to welcome our new girlfriends in on the conversation. Next week, I think it's fair that we get into birth charts.
Yeah,
I think it's
I
fair
think
that
that'll
we
be
dig
fun,
into
yeah.
our
Zodiacs and all that,
zodiac,
yeah.
our zodiac signs, and what makes us who we are, and hopefully we can help you understand what makes you who you are. So without further ado, we loved having you, but we about to be out. See ya.